tanky heroes as well. You know, Elaine, Menki, Heino, these are heroes that are very good in the front line. So Valcons instantly picked up the Luban number 7 on Wawa. That's one of his signature heroes. That's one of the best heroes to burst down tanks as well. So that's a marksman. Do they have any answer for the Luban? Not really. I mean, Arlie's probably the only one that can try and pick him off before he wreaks havoc. But I think this is one of these games where, you know, this Luban can absolutely carry the game by himself.
Yeah, that's true. Especially we're talking about AoE damage in here. And it's not just going to be Luba number 7 that's they're going to be soldiers of AoE. We got Lady Jen as well. And of course, if we're talking about them getting the protection coming from Zhangfei, they can definitely free hit from the backline. But let's see. It's all about the execution. Again, this is Loops coming from Brazil. And home court advantage right now from Saudi Arabia, Team Falcons. Let's see. How are they going to go?
Let's see, indeed. Sofian off to a great start towards the bottom. They're going to really pressure this Arlie here. So the Luban does have the better range and poke and harass. So Zere is going to be suffering a little bit, taking a bit of tower damage as well. But that also means he's not able to get additional farm from these jungle creeps.
Yeah, that's so true. Of course, with the range disadvantage that the Arlie has, he needs to cool down. What more if there's actually Zhangfei guarding this Luba number 7 with lots of protection? But then again, he can just like go under the tower, just be safe, avoid potential death. But we can see some rotation coming from Heino as well as the Sunbin. I wonder if they actually plan out, but I think they saw that, right? Like Lady Jen said already, okay, they're going down, just be careful, go back under the tower, and just be safe.
Just be safe is probably the name of the game for both sides. In fact, you know, both of these teams, they do not have a very early timing. Tank kind of wants to get some farm on the Heino before anything else. The Menki kind of wants to reach level 6 before he's starting to engage across the map. But looks like Ray as well as Nabil is trying to scout things out in the jungle, trying to find an idea where their opponents are rotating. Top lane though, Charlotte might be in some trouble. 3 heroes there. A lane pops to death by Sunset. They're gonna get a kill onto the Charlotte. No, the heal up. Tempest in trouble. And it's gonna be first blood. Double kill in fact for Wawa. 1 versus 2. No sweat whatsoever.
Hang on, I mean that was a disrespect, but hold on because we have another fight ongoing onto the one lane part of the map. Luba number 7 will fall down already. So is Sarah in here, the Arlie and the map, a 1-for-1 trade between our farm laners. But going back to what has happened on the top side, I mean that was such a disrespect onto Wawa. We're talking about Charlotte who actually has a way to regenerate her HP. Just go for that splash front, then he can just get the HP regen. And again, you're gonna get the tower damage as well, which can be double without the minions.
Yep. You do not want to give the Charlotte a good start. And I mean, a double kill after being ganked is probably the best start you could hope for on this Charlotte. And Wawa is going to become an issue here for the side of Falcons that really need Tempest. Oh, top lane gets another kill for Wawa. That is... Things are getting out of hand here for the side of Loops.
Oh, but definitely there is the backup coming from Menki. Gonna be shutting down that Charlotte. A laser trade, but yeah, still quite unfortunate because lane is getting a lot of deaths already just early game time. But bottom lane part of the map, you can see the 3-man pressure in here already. Look at this Luba number 7. He's just very good in terms of the range, and at the same time, the way for him to clear the minion waves. Just very fast.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of pressure towards the bottom. Falcons off to a great start. Really, the home ground advantage coming to play here, maybe here for the side of Falcons. It's not a huge lead though. Only a 300 goal lead at the moment being taken there by Falcons. But once they get a couple of objectives across the map, maybe the tower, maybe the Tyrant. Oh, Musashi initiating.
Definitely gonna be going for that initiate duel to them right now. The Heino will fall down. Less 1 member for the side of Loops at the moment. And the tower objective as well. So far looking good again and again for the home court advantage of Team Falcons. Maybe they do have the position in this one, but again, gonna be tricky if the rest of the members of Team Loops will be able to catch up in here. And they got the position. I mean, they shove it away from Falcons. Yeah.
The reset though on towards the Tyrant allows Falcon to buy some time, get back in here. Can he get the steal? Yes, Ray gets the last hit. Not good here for Loops. They have to back off.
Oh no, this is not really looking good for Loops right now. I was just actually thinking, okay, will there be an unbridled outburst in here coming from Clue? They didn't even need that. They just go in there with Ray going into his might. And here we go with more gold going towards the side of Falcons right now. Make it 2k gold lead at this point in time. And I think Tempest, you know what? Getting a lot of deaths from a while ago, he really needs to catch up.
Absolutely, it is starting to get out of hand here for the side of Falcons. You know, Wawa, great start there. Tempest is the one, like you said, needs to catch up. 1,000 gold difference between both the Clash laners. So a lane without farm is an issue. He's not gonna be able to catch up.
Yeah, a while ago he did try going for the Death at Sunset, but you know what, Ford? This is like an outnumbered position right now. Gonna go for the Death of Sunset just to back away, but the rest of the members are actually catching up. Clue will have to go for the Unbridled Outburst for the disengage. Gonna be clearing off the waves, and just like that. I mean, that was a dangerous position, but 1v1. Look at this one. Sarah in here in the bad position right now. Gonna go for the Autumn Storm just to shove the rest of the members. Actually, Wawa in here, and he will be successful. I mean, thanks to that damage advantage coming up from the Arlie, but we're not yet even done with the tussle in here, as it seems like Falcons would want to get the position onto the top side, and it seems like they will.
That was a huge outplay, I would say, by Zeri. The micro positioning, able to dodge the skill, just breaking the combo there by Wawa and just getting burst down. So breath of fresh air there by Loops. Can they utilize this? So can they take advantage of this, of the little advantage they have? But this Azure Golem going to be taken by Ray, and just another attempt there by Loops to try and stall things out as long as they can.
That's true. We've got the minion waves. They're flowing in favor on the side of Falcons onto the top side. Just a little bit of balance on the bot side though, because see, they want to poke out everything out of Wawa in there. They were mad about the advantage that she got a while ago on the early stages of the game. But as we prolong this one, we could be looking onto a more damage output coming from Sarah.
Yep, Sherry definitely starting to, you know, getting that solo kill on Wawa. That gives her so much net worth to try and come back to this game. So that's gonna help her out a lot in terms of that marksman matchup. So Fian not in the very most farm position. Nabil might be some trouble.
I mean, that's just a poke. He's gonna play out with the parasol. Just go back with the maple dance, and I think that's the advantage. That's the reason why we can see Arlie getting picked as a priority. But meantime, seems like everyone's just waiting for a potential gag in here. Will there be a Death at Sunset? Yes, there will be. In here though, a target. Look at the Arlie will fall down onto the hands. Unfortunately not for Ray, but will be taken down by Clue on the Zhangfei. But meanwhile, even though that has happened, there goes the push coming from a lane. But we'll have to back away because again, he's scared to die once more.
Huge pick up there on towards Seri. That's going to help Sofiane close out the gap quite a bit in terms of the farm. They're pretty much neck and neck at the moment. And this Luban, once you give him a bit of space, it really becomes an issue for your heroes to try and close him out, because the burst damage and the percentage-based damage on towards these tanky heroes is going to shred them, shred their HP bars quite a bit. And with the Musashi playing towards the front lines along with the Zhangfei, it's very hard to close out the distance, close out the gap against this Luban number 7.
That's true. Will there be still no chances for Kang on that one? Not enough damage even indeed as well. Scepter of Fate, but then again, nice try on trying to go for that still. But yeah, I mean, they're late in the position. So somehow it feels like Falcons are already actually really getting that consistent momentum. They just have to maybe just try to pick off Arlie, just like what they did a while ago, right? Like with Ray as well as Clue being in there on a potential gang, just going for that duel to death and just Arlie to pick him off.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to oh, huge silence.
Oh, really huge silence time lapse coming from the Sunbeam. Sophian will fall down. No more Luba number 7 in here for the side of Team Falcons. So they would potentially want to get another objective in here, but no. There goes the reset, and they couldn't find Wawa anywhere in the map. Just hiding in the bushes there, though.
Yeah, but that's the Zhang Fei ultimate down without the cooldown right now. So that's going to be a huge opening for them. A lane going for the kill on towards Wawa. Wawa in trouble. He has to back off. Zhang Fei is here to back him up.
Uh-oh, then there goes continues the team fight right now. Wawa so low, not able to regenerate his HP, and there goes the comeback kill coming from Tempest on the other end of the map into the middle lane. We can see this Arlie, Sarah going for the kill to another member on the side of Team Valcons, and again, a position into the map by taking down the mid. Let's see what Clue can do though. We can see Sophia in here trying to dish out some damage, but Nova Ford not going to be picking off anyone.
Yep, Clue managed to secure the Crimson Golden buff for himself, not because of things. Interestingly enough, Falcons didn't go for the double smite on the Zhang Fei. He went for the weaken to help his team, intimidate to help his team and help him survive a bit longer. So rather interesting there from the side of Falcons, but Loop's able to secure the Tyrant for their team. So the next upcoming fight is going to be hard for Falcons to take because the net worth lead is basically gone to 0 right now.
Yeah, definitely. Let's take a look. This is where the Sunbin actually did a really great time lapse. Look at that one. And that actually slowed down the rest of the members of Team Falcon so much, not allowing Hino as well as Arlie to just free hit. But I guess we have a live action ongoing onto the bottom lane part of the map right now, where the rest of the members of Team Loops eyeing on to taking down the tower in the bot. And look at the Sarah right now, just dashing here and in and out and poking out the HP bars of Clue, not being a tanky Zhang Fei right now.
Taking just too much damage from the Arlie at the moment, as well as Tank constantly just poking and prodding with the range that we know the Haynor can bring out. So that's going to allow them to take this tier 2 tower towards the mid, and Loop's definitely in control of the game at the moment. 2,000 gold lead almost for them at the moment, and this is going to be a hard fight. At least Falcons, though, they have a good team fight lineup, so they might be able to find a favorable fight for them to come back to this game.
Yeah, I think for as long as Sophia will be able to free it in here, and maybe they could try to avoid or proc the time lapse coming from Sunbin, because that is the hard way to actually like avoid. At the same time, the whole thought, because Wawa will actually fall down. So much damage coming from the Arlie, but the Death at Sunset in here already has been used by the lane in here. Oh, look at the chase! Look at the backline being targeted by the
Death by Sunset.
Death at Sunset in here. Unstoppable kill coming from Sarah, taking down the life of Clue as well. I was stand corrected. I was meaning to say duel to death. Duel to death at Sunset in here. Musashi, I mean, that is a nice engage onto the Arlie, but I mean, Arlie is just like, his damage is just like way too much right now, and look at that, just deleting Sophia's in the map. My goodness, and Tempest in here onto the side. Okay, we'll be able to survive still though, but look at this position in the map of our Musashi Ray. You will just fall down like that. You are not so strong up against 4 members on the side of Loops if you're all alone. My oh my. Loops on the advantage for sure right now.
Literally 5,000 net worth right now. Tier 3 tower already down towards the mid, and they will be getting the Shadow Overlord as well. That's gonna help them push out the remaining lanes, and Loop's definitely back in control of this game. They're going for more. Clue in some trouble. Silence.
Definitely in trouble right now. Getting silenced, getting slowed down. You won't be able to walk away. That is the power of the Sunbin. You can both engage, go for those surprise attacks and the chase as well, and you can also make use of it to back away from team fights. But this time they're definitely making use of it to actually go for engage. Look at that, being forced to make use of that sustain in here. Nabi will be able to survive, but then again, Vian is already deleting the map, and the rest of the members of Loops right now trying to go for that to secure onto the crystal right now. Doesn't Sunset will be used, but then again, it's gonna be safe in here. Nabil for the second time, but then again will fall down. But members of Team Loops right now will still try to aim for that. They're just waiting for the Vanguard in here. The Vanguard is already in here, and this seems like it's going to be a secure on the side of Loops right now, winning up against Team Falcons.
That late game control, the amount of team fight that Loops was able to bring on board. The lane found his way back into this game. He was such a menace towards the late game fight. And of course, I mean, Arlie, that was just a beautiful late game Arlie performance. Getting solo pickoffs towards the late game stages. Zere definitely made up for a bad start and just carried his entire team towards the end.
Yeah, I mean, that's so true. I mean, this is the third series that we've casted with Arlie. I wonder if there's going to be some sort of realizations to the teams later on. Okay, we should ban this out. We should, or